anymore? I don't blame you. With the way the Clark County Board meetings are going with the
Yeah.
solar panel
Where's
stuff.
my, right?
Are you having a heck of a time down there?
Oh my God, they're getting a lot.
Yeah.
You what?
Right, yes, it's a different program.
It's just like you guys, it's good people
No, we can
who are
definitely
putting their
do
necks out, who
different.
wanna try to help things. And it's a lose-lose situation because the solar panels are a
I just
threat
didn't know how that.
to farmers' identity, self-identity, and their future identities. And it's happening. They don't have control, the state's got all the
Just make sure
power.
your wording is like very.
And,
It's
it's a
actually
lose-lose,
a
right?
really long, yeah, it has a lot of.
Our
That's
meetings
great.
went
We'll
actually
try and
pretty
schedule
well.
something for.
Did it?
Yeah,
Good.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were long. We,
It's just brutal to watch people's self-identity be ripped from them, which is what I see. I see
Yeah.
farmers
one
losing that.
really
And I
close,
know it was nice to
it's
be-
one,
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
No, that's great.
I'll meet you whenever you're ready, or you want to.
How we missed that. I wish we would have turned it.
I'd like to call the meeting to order. Would you please join me in reciting the pledge? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I'd like to welcome everybody to the December meeting, regular meeting of the county board. And I'd ask the clerk for the roll call, please.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Ellis.
Here.
Farnham.
Here.
Lawton.
Here.
McCarty.
Present.
Patrick. Bruner.
Here.
Voight.
Here. We have a quorum. So the next item is minutes from the October 16th, 25 public hearing for special use permits submitted by State Line Energy Center, LLC. The minutes from November 5th, 2025, for the Truth in Taxation public hearing. November 5th for the regular meeting. November 12th for the special meeting. November 26th for the public hearing for Bess and the wind farm ordinances, and the November 26th, 25 regular meeting. You've had those in your possession. Are there any additions, corrections that need to be made to the minutes? I think that's a record. Well, it was all good though, so. Is there a motion to accept and approve those minutes, please? Russ moves. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Samantha seconds. Any further discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. The minutes are approved and accepted. Claims against the county, you've had those for several days. Are there any questions, clarifications needed on those? I know we've discussed several items off of there, so are there any other items to discuss? Hearing none, and accept a motion to approve claims against the county for the December bills. Okay, Dan moves, Russ seconds. Any further discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Claims are approved. County board member claims, are there any questions or clarifications needed on that? Hearing none, a motion to approve claims by board members. Russ moves, Dan seconds. Any further discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. They are approved. Next, we come to the portion of the meeting for public comment. We'd ask that if you have a comment for the board, that you restrict comments to 5 minutes, and that you would identify yourself And so is there any public comment this morning from any of our folks out there in the audience? Hearing none, I'd like to thank Lisa for schlepping the rostrum down from, where did you get it, Lisa?
The attic.
The attic? But she's used to handling calves and everything else, so that was probably not a huge deal. Thank you, Lisa.
Welcome.
Next, we move to a highway ordinance, resolution, Highway 2026 maintenance, resolution BLR 14220, appropriating funds for the county motor fuel tax allotment for the maintenance of county highways for the period beginning 1/1/26 and ending 12/31/26. We discussed that on Monday morning. Are there any questions or clarifications needed? Josh is here from the highway department if you have a question. Hearing none, motion to approve the resolution. Carl moves, Russ seconds. Any further discussion? Mr. Clerk, would you call the roll?
Ellis,
Yes.
Farnum,
Yes.
Lawton,
Yes.
McCarty,
Yes.
and Bruner.
Yes.
It is approved. Next, Mr. Clerk, would you discuss the dates, times, and locations for the 2026 board meeting?
Yeah, we've had those now for a few days to look over. And the one that I would like to make mention of is Ashley pointed this out, that I'd made a mistake, which that's cool, I'm all right with that. The December 7th meeting was scheduled at the wrong time because our study sessions are moving to 5 o'clock, the first one each month to here at the courthouse. And, but if you'll note down there, we have 2 meetings next December. The one on the 7th, it's the first Monday in the month where the newly elected board members will take office. So we'll have an oath of office and reorganization meeting at that time. That's Monday the 7th. That'll be a 5:15 meeting right after our study session. And then December the 9th would just be a regularly scheduled board meeting. Yeah, questions? You can see the study session, we rotated those. The first one every month is going to be up here at 5 o'clock. The second study session of the month will be out at the highway office, like it always has been.
9:30, I don't have the thing in front of me, it was 9:30 for the second study session.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. Because the highway will go at 9 o'clock. No, we're not
Not
doing
the
that.
second meeting.
You're not doing that anymore.
No, we,
No, we
not the
weren't.
second meeting, we never have it the second meeting, it's always the
Not
first
years.
meeting.
All right, well, I didn't know because it's,
So, just the first meeting.
thank you, I
Yep.
misspoke, sorry.
Any further questions? Can I have a motion to approve the board meeting dates? Carl moves. Russ seconds. Any further discussion? All those in favor of the time, or dates, times, and locations for the 26 county meetings? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Next, times, dates, locations for the study session, which Augie just pretty much talked about. Any further discussion? Carl moves. Russ seconds. Any further discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. They are approved. Next, we have the set time, dates, and location of the Road and Bridge Motor Fuel Tax Committee meetings. You have those there. Is there any further discussion of those? Carl moves. Russ seconds. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. They are approved. Next, we would call on Jonathan Burns to introduce to us the new Executive Director of the Human Resource Center.
Well, yeah, thank you for having us today. I'm here with Susan Tybon, the new Executive Director of HRC.
Susan, pleasure.
And we're here to give the annual report for the 708 board.
I'll get something.
The 708 board, just real briefly, to remind everyone, the 708 board exists because they passed a state law in in 68. In 69, Edgar County decided to pass a county law that corresponded with that takes property taxes out for local provision of mental health services, addiction treatment services, prevention of addiction, and developmental disabilities. It's all in the state law, 708 law. But basically, the state made it to where we could create our own clinics for this sort of thing, and they even mandated that it become a nonprofit. So hence HRC exists, and HRC is still on the county's dime because that's how we came to existence. And that's why I think locally, I look at it as we take care of our own. We don't count on the state, which we all know will let us down every time to take care of us, that we have to take care of our own. And if Edgar County takes care of Edgar County, then we will be okay. Susan's got some information to share as well.
So I just wanted to talk a little bit about the living room program, and I think that's really an important program because it's open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and it's a walk-in where you can get help with addiction or mental health issues or things like that. And a lot of people have enhanced problems and difficulties over the holidays, and we all know that, you know, during the holidays, a lot of times it's hard to go get help. And so this program is open during the holidays, and so we don't shut down, and you can go and get counseling and talk to somebody. And this program has really, the need for this program and the number of people served has really increased. We were providing services for 50 people a month, and now we're providing services for 80 people a month. And so it's just a very needed program, and it's 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
And it's available to up to 80 people, is that what you said?
No, we're currently serving that.
Oh, you're serving 80
Yeah,
people.
but,
On an
no.
hour half served.
Yeah,
Per
yeah,
month.
yeah,
Per month, okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
but, no, it's open to anybody.
And we do get a lot of people who are homeless. We get people like you or I who are also in the professional world coming in for help. So, you know, one story, a local story, there was an individual who lost his daughter, you know, like an 11-year-old daughter in a traffic accident. They came to the LRP and got help. And that made a huge difference. So don't just think of homelessness and just, you know, a different population. It's for everyone.
Yeah, and a lot of times people use it as a gateway into other programs and services, and then other times people just use it for what it is, and they drop in and they get help. And they sometimes come multiple times. There's also a shower there, so some people do come and take the opportunity to clean up as well.
I met a homeless lady there this morning, actually, who was using the shelter, who had used the ambulance service just prior to that. We also served 101 more people in our substance use disorder services this last year in Edgar County than we did the year prior. That was just a shift by demand and how many people are coming in. I think part of it's communication, improvements with communication and accountability. But we're revamping that program, or excitingly, I guess it's not but excitingly, we're revamping the substance use disorder program right now. The state has gotten the memo that they should combine mental health and substance use, and HRC is in the process of combining mental health and substance abuse as well, which is going to significantly improve the results. Well, I'll say that with mixed results. For those that are interested in recovery, or for those that are interested in moving in that direction, it's going to really improve the results that they get out of the program and the quality of the program overall. For those that aren't ready for a change in their life or haven't hit rock bottom, it's not going to provide some, that for them. I mean, it does take a certain level of personal commitment to want to change, but it's going to be a significantly improved program. And we'll see the results in 10 years.
Any questions?
You mentioned you served 101 more people than last year on the substance abuse.
Yes, sir.
Do you have the figure on how many total there was for the year?
Yes, it was 209 for Edgar County.
Okay. And that was a big increase.
That's Edgar County specific. Yeah, it was
Okay.
108 the last year. It's 101 more people.
Yeah. And I know Clark County and Edgar County are combined. Do you provide the same services for the Clark County people?
It's basically the same spectrum of services. They don't have a living room program located
Okay.
at their.
Do they, what kind of facility do they
site.
have down there?
They have a clinic, like we have a walk-in clinic here, but it doesn't have an open 24/7.
Okay.
Health-
Other than that, that's
health-
really the only difference, they
That's the
get a lot
most
of.
significant. The day
Okay.
program services that we provide for people with developmental disabilities
Mhm.
are more provided in this county.
But those
but they're-
Clark County people
yeah.
can come up
Yeah,
here
yeah.
and
It's
utilize.
just
Okay.
where it's hubbed at, which does affect, financially it affects Paris a little bit because it actually, we spend way more money in Paris as a result because we're local, right?
Right.
But, not way more, it's
Right,
somewhat more.
right.
you know.
I thought they had something down there.
They do.
Facility, but I wasn't
We do
sure.
group respite down there with developmental disabilities, we do the community day services, we help people in their apartments.
Okay.
Actually, we've had a lot of expansion in the apartment area in
Oh.
Marshall with developmental disabilities specifically. And we've had a lot of expansion of developmental disabilities anyway, in those programs.
We also have a school program in both counties. We've done in schools.
And we're in about half the schools in Edgar County right now. We still need to get into Shiloh, Crestwood, and Crispin. They're interested in us,
Mhm.
but at this point, we don't have the capacity to take it on yet, so
Okay.
we got some things to work out, and we'll get there. But
Thank you.
we've talked to Shiloh, at least they're very interested.
Yeah.
Anybody else? Well, I would like to, again, thank you, Jonathan, for your service to the community.
It's my pleasure.
And to the county.
And I'll still be here. I'm Director of Development and Communications, so
Understand,
Billy, you'll send me.
your dedication is much appreciated. And
Thanks, Jeff.
Susan, the board is very happy to meet you and wish you all the success. Encourage you to come to our meetings. We're gonna be changing to a study session on Monday, the second Monday of the month. Schedule will be out, so if
Okay.
you need something or wanna discuss something, we'd be happy to do that.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it, guys.
I forgot to take a minute. We did this for later. You've already seen it, but still. Okay, thank you.
Okay, the next item on the agenda is the sheriff's semi-annual report. You have that in your packet. Is there any, we don't have anybody from the sheriff's department to discuss it, so are there anything that stands out to you that you would like to get answers on for the safety committee to deal with? If not, a motion to accept the report. Carl moves, Russ seconds. Any further discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. It is accepted. Mr. Clerk, do you have a report that you gave us this morning, or?
Yeah, so I apologize, I just gave it to you this morning. Been a busy last 2 or 3 months. But if we look at the totals for this time period, June 1st to the November 30th, for the same time period last year, the ironic, the numbers are within $200 of each other for the totals. And just worked out that way. The previous 6 months, totals were a little bit higher. But you never know what, you never know how much recording is gonna come through the door, how many marriage certificates and licenses we're gonna issue, and all the other services that are there. Of course, the liquor licenses, they all get approved in November, so there's a little bump there. But all in all, it's been very steady over actually over the years, so. Any questions?
Okay, motion to accept the semi-annual report from the county clerk and clerk of recorders. Yes, Samantha? Oh, did you?
I'll motion to accept
Okay,
it.
that's fine. A second, Russ, seconds? Any further discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. It is accepted. Next, we have a resolution to submit an advisory referendum to the voters of Ed County regarding the federal scholarship tax program. Mr. Clerk?
Yeah, this came to us from Representative Adam Niemer. It's a federal program where individuals could make donations to the schools, to the foundations, to whoever they would like, and then be eligible for a tax credit for making those donations or contributions towards scholarships for education. And it seems to be a bipartisan effort, and I think there's a lot of support for that. They're asking that Edgar County, as well as all the counties in the state, would put it on the ballot for next March. And so that's why you have it in front of you today. And the deadline for the county board to take action on it is December the 29th. So but here's our meeting now on the table. So,
And it is an advisory referendum.
and it's just yeah, thank you, Mr. Chairman. Just an advisory referendum, so.
Advisory to us to make it permanent, or to the state, or?
Yeah, to the state,
To the state,
yeah.
Okay.
Before they-
We're saying we support it,
yeah, okay,
and then the state has to take the action.
all right.
Yeah,
And it's like a college scholarship,
yeah, it's education.
and they,
scholarship.
like, if they want to go to Lakeland, they specifically say Lakeland, or they just put it in a big pot,
Uh,
or do you know for sure?
I'm not for sure, but I believe that you can, if you have a desire to make a contribution to help someone with a scholarship to the school of whatever choice, you can make that. You can make that check to them, and then you get the tax benefit from it, and it's earmarked for that student.
Okay, all right.
Carl moves to approve the resolution. Do I have a second? Russ seconds the resolution. Any further discussion? What's the matter?
I'm down, I was.
Okay. Mr. Clerk, would you call the roll?
Ellis,
Yes.
Farnham,
Yes.
Lawton,
Yes.
McCarty,
Yes.
Bruner.
Yes.
The resolution is approved. Next, resolution appointing Don Wiseman Edgar County Collector as treasurer for Drainage District Number 12 of the town of Shiloh, County of Edgar, State of Illinois. This is like we discussed on Monday, this is one of the only drainage districts that has this requirement. Don does serve as a treasurer for a number of different drainage districts, but they like to have it more formal. So is there a motion to approve that? Carl moves, Russ seconds. Any further discussion? Hearing none, would you call the roll?
Ellis,
Yes.
Barnum.
Yes.
Lawton,
Yes.
and Cardy,
Yes.
and Bruce.
Yes.
Okay, it is approved. Resolution to relocate Paris precincts 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 15. Mr. Clark, you have the floor.
Yes, I've mentioned this a couple of times, and also have provided you with a copy of the letter that was sent to us earlier in the year. And the schools don't want, in Edgar County, and it's not just Edgar County, it seems to be across the state. It used to be the schools were the place we went to vote. And, but with the recent violence in schools and the shootings, they become leery of that. And this is no different. And they're concerned for safety of kids. They also say it's disruptive to learning. And so they've asked us to leave like all the other schools have, and we've agreed to do so. They offered us the Willis Center behind the superintendent's office. And it could work, but it also opens up the question as to how do polling places get set? Well, they were set long before I came here, for decades. And, but the people in Paris 3, they live in the neighborhood of Memorial School, if you will. And the people that live in precinct 6 and 7 seem to be a little west and north, Main Street, Central Street, way out in Payne subdivision. So I don't know how that all happens, and that's not too important, although I got to thinking, you know, voting used to always be done near as possible, close to where you live. And so it seemed to me to make sense. Let's look at relocating that to a more convenient location for those residents. And then while I'm doing that, I'm thinking of the, when the KC Hall was the KC Hall, it was less cumbersome to get in to set up and to conduct an election and then to tear it down the next day. But since it's under private ownership, there's some businesses that have gone in and out of the room that we vote in, and we've had some conflict, not in a bad way, but just timing. Where normally I would come in on a weekend, I might not be able to. I might have to do it on Monday when I have several other places that I go and set up. And then there are businesses that, well, there's a business that we share an adjacent wall between that room we vote in and the business. And that is proven to be disruptive to the business next door, if you will. And so it just seemed natural that maybe we look for another location for those people. And Lake Ridge came to mind. I spoke with Nate, the pastor. He ran a pastor's board. They agreed to us to use their big room, multi-purpose room. So what that resolution says is that we're going to move Paris 3, 6, and 7, which were in Memorial School. Paris 3 is going out to the Crestwood Bus Garage, where we have 1, 2, 11, and 14. And then 6 and 7 is gonna go up to Lake Ridge along with 4, 5, and 15. Now, anybody wants to repeat that, I'm welcome to do that, but
We want you to repeat that.
I guess.
Does everybody understand the gist
I know
of
it's
this?
complicated, but.
We want to make it as convenient, he wants to make it as convenient as he can for the voters, right?
That is right. And also, it helps us when we go and set up and tear down. It's gonna make it a lot more convenient that way. So,
And so you will, along with article in the newspaper, you'll send out letters to all the voters notifying them that their polling place is moved.
yes, we're gonna reach out on multiple fronts,
Yeah,
multiple times.
county website.
Website, mail, they're all gonna get a new voter ID card.
Okay.
For those that use Facebook, they'll find it there. It's everywhere.
A motion to approve, Carl moves. Samantha seconds. Any further discussion? Do we need a roll call on that?
We do.
Can you do that, please?
Ellis,
Yes.
Farnham,
Yes.
Lawton,
Yes.
Cardy,
Yes.
and Bruner.
Yes, approved. Next, we go to, right here, yeah. Amend County, Commercial Wind Energy Facility Ordinance. Lisa?
Yes, this is a continuation from the hearing last board meeting. And we are only focusing on the wind ordinance today, and it is revising the existing one. The primary purpose was to.
Lisa, 1 second, I made a mistake.
Uh-huh.
We need a motion to bring this ordinance amendment off the table, because it was tabled. Can I have a motion? Russ moves. I need a second. Carl seconds. All those in favor of taking this particular issue off the table so that we can act on it, those in favor say aye. Opposed, nay. Now it's technically off the table and we can discuss it. My fault, sorry.
The primary purpose was to ensure that we included language to incorporate battery storage if it was part of a wind project. And so that has been done. It defines what it is, gives the requirements if battery storage is included. It also caps, in accordance with what is a state law at the moment, it caps as the maximum fee for the application at $250,000, and the maximum for the building permit fee at $100,000. But with note on both of those that should the actual cost to the county exceed the submitted application fee, the applicant shall be responsible for those additional costs and shall remit additional funds to the county within 15 days of receipt of a request from the county. So even though there is a cap on what the payment is that they provide us up front, they are still responsible for all associated costs. Also, there is language about decommissioning, and it matches what is in the solar ordinance. It is very general, it's just 2 paragraphs, but it does cover us.
What page are you on?
It is on page 16. But that is also part of, it is negotiable as we learn, and it is also part of the building permit process to ensure that the decommissioning matches state law, and also any requirements that both parties agreed to. The other thing was, I wanted to mention, we had representatives from local labor union attend our study session on Monday, and I visited with Andy Kite, our attorney from Heil Royster, who's worked with us on these ordinances, and I asked him whether we had to table this again to add local labor into it. If we determined that we did want to require that all applicable labor was union labor, and he said that that could be left out at the moment. We could go ahead and approve vote on our ordinance, and the local labor requirement could be part of our building permit process. So I want to make sure that we understood that even if it's not in the ordinance, that doesn't mean that we can't require it.
Kind of like the issues that we had on decommissioning.
Mhm.
In other words, everything's negotiable in
Yes.
order to get the permit.
Yes, now when we redo this again, then we can discuss whether or not we want to make, using labor union staff as part of our ordinance, or if we want to keep it as part of the building permit process. But for now, that doesn't prevent us from going ahead and discussing this further and voting on it today.
Then whatever we do, we need to let the gentleman know that have been at the hearing and where, or at the study session, what our intent is, and, you know, without committing, I mean, if we go for the building permit negotiation, I mean, we can't say for sure, but that's what we intend to do,
Yeah.
okay? Are those the main, yeah, Carl, go ahead, please.
So, on the local labor, with our solar ordinance, is there anything addressing that in the solar ordinance
No, there's not. So it would be the same situation.
when it comes up time
Mhm.
later next year?
Right.
Okay.
And then approval being the pudding.
Right,
Yeah.
and we'll make sure, I'm sure they'll be contacting me sometime fairly soon, checking in, and I'll make sure that they are aware that we've had this conversation and this is our stand.
And we talked to some wind people last night that said that they had that in their, with another site, or in their sites, and were required to do that, so.
So if we do this, we won't be the only ones that make this requirement.
You're talking about another county?
Yeah.
You wanna, we met with a wind farm developer that's looking at.
At Edgar County?
Yes,
Okay.
that's looking at a site in the Kansas area, and, just as an introductory.
Mhm.
And Lisa and I met with them, and they're what, a 20, is it 28,
Late 29,
late 29?
yeah, start building in, maybe starting then in 2030. So it's a few years out.
Yeah, but still,
Right.
and they said they had what, how many, they had 20 some wind farms out there?
Yeah. And they are out of, their corporate office is Florida, our contact will be out of Texas. But yeah, they're looking at 5 years out, and the other thing that was of interest, tying into the power line, not the substation.
But as they get closer, they said they would communicate with both citizens and the board.
And so, their land agents have started. So,
So they're just starting, looking at it, and see what they come up with.
yeah.
In fact, I'm sorry to throw us off track, but I thought that was relevant. The
Yeah.
Yeah.
other, so are there other questions? You've outlined the changes between the existing ordinance and what we're going to amend, correct?
Right.
So are there any other questions? I guess it's appropriate for motion to approve the amendments.
Yes, I'd like to make the motion to approve the amendments to our wind storage, wind energy facility ordinance.
And I'd like to rethrow, is there a second? Carl seconds. And I'd like to repeat that we had a hearing on this. The last meeting we had, what was that, the
6.
Week or two ago.
Yeah. So, anyway, any further discussion? Mr. Clerk?
Ellis.
Yes.
Farnum.
Yes.
Lawton.
Yes.
McCarty.
Yes.
And Brunner.
Yes.
Thank you, it is approved. Next we have the appointment of Mark Gilbert to the trustee position of the Paris Fire Protection District. He would be replacing Mr. Moko on the board for a 3-year term, right, Ogie?
Well, I understand.
Yep. Is there discussion or is there a motion to approve? Dan moves, Carl seconds. Any further discussion? All those in favor say, I'm sorry,
Resolution.
is it, oh, it just says appoint, I'm sorry. Okay, please call the roll.
Ellis,
Yes.
Farnum,
Yes.
Lawton,
Yes.
McCarty,
Yes.
and Bruner.
Yes.
He is approved, and we thank Mr. Gilbert. Next item is appoint Dave McCrockland, a trustee of the Paris Fire Protection District. He would be replacing Ben Lucan for a 3-year term. Any discussion?
Are they replacing somebody?
We just sent Ben Lucan.
Okay.
Mark Gilbert replaced Dean Moko,
Yeah.
and then they both wanted to get off of the
Oh, okay.
board. They-
Okay.
Ben's been on it for a long time, Dean's been there several years,
Okay.
and they're replacing them. Yeah.
Motion, Carl moves, Russ seconds. Mr. Clerk, would you call the roll?
Ellis,
Yes.
Farnum.
Yes.
Lawton,
Yes.
McCarty,
Yes.
and Bruner.
Yes.
They are appointed, or he is appointed. So now we come to the point in the meeting for office or department head reports. Augie, do you have anything today?
I don't have anything new. I'm always open for questions.
Any questions of the clerk and recorder? Keep forgetting that. Okay. Philip, do you have anything this morning?
Nothing from the state's attorney's office.
Did, Susan, did you have anything further that you wanted to,
No, thank you.
Angie?
Good morning.
Good morning. I usually say that to you. And I
Yes, I beat you to it.
Yeah.
The only thing I have is I have one opening in my office for a deputy clerk. And I'm gonna advertise here soon. But I moved everybody in the main office and I wanna keep them over there. It works better if everybody's together. So.
Yep.
Well. Yeah.
Any questions of Angie? Morning, Tom.
Good morning.
Anything going on with the?
Not much to report, we're fully rented, and we got a new load of fuel in, thank you very much. We're healthy. We did have our snowplow break down, and we found a great repair shop to repair it basically overnight. And that's Lawton Machine Shop, so they did a great job for us.
I've heard that.
Harrison.
Thank
Excuse
you.
me, wrong
Did-
name.
Harrison.
Did you get everything signed that we needed to get signed?
I didn't think there'd be a bill, I haven't seen anything yet.
No, I meant on the project. The,
What we emailed yesterday,
Yes.
yeah, that's taken care of.
any other questions?
Curious, I mean, it obviously depends on the amount of snow, but how long does it take to plow? I mean, you got a lot of runway surface.
Because we have a newer snowplow now, it's cut the time down in half, so
Really?
about 6 hours, give or take.
Yeah. And that's a lot of snow to get it, I mean, how wide is that runway?
75 feet, both of them.
Yeah. Yeah, if you had a blizzard, it'd be a job.
The deeper the snow, the longer it takes.
Yeah.
Anybody else? Kim, good morning.
Good morning. We do have kind of an exciting week this week. We have a flu shot with Santa, cookies with Santa on Friday, 10 to 2. We do take all forms of, or most forms of insurance, private, Medicare, Medicaid, and self-pay. But then on Friday, we have a special food distribution happening. And it's sponsored by Blue Cross Blue Shield. And because it's allocated, they need it to go the way the funding is toward maternal health. They requested that it go to our WIC families first, so we have 300 produce boxes, the really nice produce boxes. And I just kept talking, and the more I talked about non-perishables, they're also sending pallets of spaghetti sauce, rice, garbanzo beans, and tuna to distribute on Friday as well. So we will have ours open, first come, first serve for our WIC families first, and then we'll arrange how to get the rest of the perishables definitely out after that. So it's a huge opportunity. We do have a special announcement on our Facebook page if you know of anybody. Most of our families here in Edgar County qualify for a WIC, and we have many of them on it because it's children up to 5 on that program. So it will take care of, we have 222 WIC families in Edgar County and sort of the surrounding counties as well. So, but we're pretty excited about that on Friday. It's a huge, we're getting a truckload of food to get out. So that's
It'll
about
be
it.
cold.
I know. We're getting it tomorrow, actually, so, and I would encourage you to, please feel free to stop by and grab a cookie and see the chaos, the organized chaos. The flu shot clinic is tended to. We will be distributing the food boxes at the same time, so it's gonna be crazy. We'll start at 9 to 3 on Friday, so, and then we're gonna have more than we're gonna be able to get out. We've done this a few times with Blue Cross Blue Shield. For our baby shower, they brought a truckload of produce again. It was 300 boxes, and then they ended up at the soup kitchen the same day, so that worked out really well. So, I'm excited.
There's been a lot of things in the news about giving babies hepatitis B vaccinations. How do you feel about that?
Well, in an
Usually,
economically
to me, it should be
distant,
over people, but I don't know
Yeah.
about babies,
well, and I'm not a medical expert. I have an environmental health background and emergency preparedness background, but there's two sides to every story, and we're concerned about who might get missed. We specifically have, some hepatitis, that comes to our area, and so we're not untouched by it in this county. So the concern is who, it just depends on where they're going to get care for that, their prenatal care, which is also an issue for Edgar County. So it's who gets missed. We have clients who, due to their circumstances, either financial or whatnot, they don't get any care. We're seeing them right before they have a baby or sometimes right after, and they have received no prenatal care whatsoever due to multiple barriers or situations. So that's our concern. It's a big concern.
It's when they're usually, well, work in a health field, you have to get the hepatitis B vaccination or shot, but I don't know why babies would have to have it, because I
Well-
don't think they're supposed to, are they?
Maternal, right, it is passed from mother to fetus, and then, so the issue is the transmittability of that. So when they go home, nail clippers, toothbrushes, a lot of times they pick it up in their home, it's a likely possibility. So if we miss those babies and they're not getting it, then they're extremely susceptible in those first few months of
I
life.
just wondered, it's
Yeah.
kind of interesting.
It's on the radar, and I don't know, Illinois, we're in Illinois, and it's funny, so we may have our own set of rules, just like they're coming up with their own set of vaccine rules, so it's making things a little complicated a lot complicated.
That's fine, thank you.
Any update from the COAD meeting last night as far as anyone?
It was a well-attended meeting. We had a packed conference room. We had 7 signed up, but there were well over 3 times the amount there. So it was good, and the speaker was good. We had a IEMA, emergency management, speaker from Springfield come in. We had people from Bloomington there for the Red Cross, so it was a well-organized event. We did miss someone from Conasec, couldn't be there, so I think it kind of got the ball rolling and a lot of discussions. It was a great meeting last night. And that, I cannot remember what COAD stands for, but it's a community organized disaster
Activated
response.
Yeah, activated during disasters or something.
Right, so
Is there
kind
going
of
to
like,
be another Was there a,
I think so, that was the announcement, and that was the data collection, and who's not in the room, who do we need here, and it was represented by, Crispin Fire, Paris Fire, we had both two school superintendents there, U of I Extension, Ross was there, we had a good group there last night, Jill with, ESDA here. So, yes, there will be more to come, definitely.
Josh,
Nothing that's changed since Monday.
next we move into board committee reports. Russ,
Nothing new.
Danny,
I talked to Andrea over the weekend, still have a full house out there, but everything's good. Still have the hairless cat, if anybody interested in adopting out the hairless cat.
how long has that cat been there?
Huh?
How long has that cat been there?
Oh, almost a year. It's been adopted out 3 times.
It's been longer.
I've come back 3 times. So it has a tendency to bite real bad, so. So it comes back every time somebody takes it out. It's different. It sits on my lap, I can pet it, but I wouldn't take it home. Yeah. That's all.
Samantha,
I do not have anything today.
Lisa, do you have additional information for us?
No, again, I attend the UCCI meeting tonight. We're gonna talk about batteries, standalone battery storage. I've heard this speaker before, and he gives excellent information in an entertaining way, which is always nice. Jeff and I are also meeting with a solar developer next Wednesday morning. Next AMP, who is looking at south of Grandview, and they are talking about submitting their application next May. So, now that we know how that process works, we
Can't wait.
can't wait.
Do they have a size on that one? What did they say?
About 1,000 acres,
So relatively small then.
half of what we just dealt with, yeah,
What was the name of the company?
next AMP. NEXTAMP. That's it.
Carl, do you have anything?
No.
You do have the status reports for Fund 100. One is dated, you have 2 of them. One's dated the end of the fiscal year. You can kind of see there what's going on, where we're at. But again, no transfers have taken place. If you go to page 3 at the bottom, or let's see, the revenues, where it says 863,000, you notice that no transfers have taken place, and we still have 2 months worth of income coming from the state of Illinois. So keep that in mind. And then if you notice, the other one is dated December 31st, and we virtually have no income coming in at this point, and that's partially because of state payments and everything else. First tax money we don't start getting in until late August, if we're lucky, early or late July. So that kind of puts the crimp on the cash flow. So take a look at those. You have my phone number. We can talk about any questions that you have since you just got this at the next study session, which is what, the 21st? Anyway, 22nd. Okay. We'll note that Andy showed
I
up.
don't know what happened. I don't know what's happening out there, it's 10 o'clock. What the heck? Okay.
Andy, do you have a board report you'd like to
Not
do?
right now, I don't.
Okay.
Then we're ready to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn. Andy, you want to make that motion?
Jeff, this is a meeting.
Russ moves for the, or, I'm sorry, before we do that, Is there anything else to come before the board meeting?
I almost signed your check.
Hearing none,
Here, I did
Motion
put it off,
to
I did
adjourn.
sign it.
motion to Russ moves. Lisa seconds. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed, nay. We are adjourned.
But you have this.
Well, we're glad you're all right.
I switched to Indiana. When I was watching there, when I got here, I looked
There's a link on the Facebook.
He did listen to a short meeting.
Did you get a haircut?
Yeah.
It's nice.
It was a little too short for me, but.
Yeah.
That would have helped push your head. That would make your head not behind though, right? You've been an hour early, not an hour late. I just haven't been like that.
So they haven't talked to anybody.
Oh, yes. You let me know.
Feeling any better? I'm telling you.
So it's your candy for drinking.
No,
That
actually,
gets turned
the
into
trick
days,
is
so it's gonna be
fine.
anything from 11 to
Right.
12 today, and includes a day's meeting.
My grandson just keeps looking, all starry-eyed, and I'm like, oh, I will wear this forever. He's just like,
My ankles up slightly.
he's like,
Kansas.
that wasn't really the same thing.
That's it for your us. Thank you, sir.
So I said,
It's funny, you never know.
there are oil wells down there.
Dan already walked out.
Well, that would be our first discovery.
Dudley.
Yeah. So I think most of them.
Talking about precinct stuff, it's hard to.
They might get some of it.
Yeah.
Right
Dan
at
walked out
the
without
course.
signing.
Of course he did.
So, and then
Well, I'll
there's
call
also
him.
solar farms.
You got it, Aaron?
No, I've only gotten rest done and Smithy's in.
See, I-
That's done.
But I don't know, because the solar farm, what it's saying is gonna be done.
Well, yeah, because like the people I talk to are.
No, I've got two on this
From
one.
Grandview over to.
I need your clock or something. I don't know what
The people I talk to are in this city and have current leases. Yeah, but I don't know whether this is your different company.
I don't know, because but I don't know what exactly, it's been so long since I've been down in there. I don't know exactly where the power plant, the power line goes. How much further, because they were talking.
Here's 16,
I
and
went
it
in,
basically
it was all good, and I'm
a
not
lot
quite.
less than a mile south of
Of
16.
course, they immediately.
Half a mile.
We turned most, I don't understand, they turned most of that in last time.
Yeah.
Then it
Yes.
comes
Okay.
over.
So Russ did, okay, but it just, they weren't clipped
Where
together.
it comes across the bottom of the 5 mile area.
So I don't know if that last bit, because there's like documentation.
Right,
Okay, so then we must have just lost our paper clip.
it's just a half a mile south of,
I hired them when she was baby nurse, and I was wondering what to do to
see it as a drive.
And I'm gonna appoint with him on the 30th. Yes.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure everyone knows.
Yes. I can
Yep,
do that right now.
yep, we got it clarified, we got it
Thank you.
sounds like, yep.
talking about local labor and stuff, he doesn't mean Illinois labor or something, or?
I just said-
When they say local, you gotta watch what news is, we're doing 2 bridges, and almost everybody works on literally 2 different power stations. Not one major county, so when they say local, you gotta watch what they say.
Something came up at the
Because it doesn't
restaurant,
mean to
and
be
they just
Ennis County,
couldn't
it's
make
gonna be
it.
somebody in their union, which can
Local-
time for 2.5,
the local
but their
union.
local, which may be somebody from 2.5 hours.
Carly called and said, hey,
I
I'm
mean,
gonna
either
be
one of those
I don't
bridges,
ever
like
recall
one,
that
doing some of them, they were going 2.5 hours for that. Or I think everybody that's working on the bridge was running up around Danville.
Yeah, they make it sound like it's gonna be Hager County people, but
But it's not like all those local, the people that are in the local in Edgar County are sitting there waiting for a job.
And most of these halls don't have people to send either. That's why a lot of these people are coming from Hawaii, because there's no one, the halls aren't really like overflowing with people. But I can see why they want to make a union, I just want people to understand that just because they say locals doesn't mean they are county residents. Unless you're saying it needs to have
Around the elevator, down the
a certain
hall.
percentage of Baker County residents in there somewhere or something, and that's not gonna.
I don't wanna say, make it mandatory that they have to do it, I don't.
It's just
You
everything.
know, you're telling
Since
a
the last
company,
time.
Right.
So.
Well, I'm pretty surprised if it's
On today.
There are like government stuff, but they're
Because
not
they're,
private. But those aren't government companies, though, right? So that'd be the way
no,
around it.
they're
My
not.
bridge
Right,
is
this is
half.
how-
Because they're government companies.
Right.
but
But they're still not all
make it a
around.
mandatory, I have a little.
And that's why I just wanna make sure you got it when they say local, it doesn't necessarily mean it's gonna be something. Maybe they're not bringing in Mexicans or something for you.
Well,
Then they gotta be unions, but
that's what they're concerned about, is, you know, it'd be a bunch of Mexicans like the one over Kansas.
they said my nephew worked on the one.
I did.
Oh, okay, so there's two. He ended up getting off the company
Thanks
for
for
that
asking,
one.
Matt, now I gotta figure out where
Go
to
around
put
it till they
it.
had.
Oh, actually,
No, we're
take it back up
That's
there.
fine. I get that.
I'll find a place.
But that was a
Thank
huge
you.
one, though, so-
Safe travels
Sure, I
today.
get it, I get
It's
it.
a huge.
Oh, yep. I think it's a little smaller than that one.
One was a late bill
Were you?
that didn't make it in time.
Okay.
So,
Yes.
Okay, number one.
I needed a
company for the
clipboard
same charge, but was for different months.
under
Months,
my
okay,
desk.
thank
and it had all
you.
the paperwork there
Okay,
that I turned it in.
Number one on that one.
Okay.
2022,
all right.
so I'll bring you the paperwork if you
The
want.
22, they're 2-year terms.
Mine was.
No, not your
Well,
precinct
That,
committee,
that would have been correct, because it would have ended in
24. And then 24, so they're 2-year terms, because it's every general election.
okay, but it would have been in 2022 when I started
Right.
out to go through 2024, correct? How's that work?
Okay, precinct committeeman or county board?
Precinct committee.
Precinct committeeman, every 2 years, so you would have got appointed in 24.
Number one on that one, but there were 6 sheets.
Is that correct? I guess I didn't think that.
Yeah, but I didn't wanna argue the point, because I wasn't sure either.
And listen, I can go back.
No,
and
because that's the
look.
one I got, was made, was filled out in 2022.
Okay.
So they're 2 years on the precinct.
Yeah.
Okay.
And of course, you're elected, you know, what's the primary, you're elected in the primary. You
Yeah,
don't go to
You're
the
elected
general.
in the primary.
yeah, you don't go to the general.
Okay.
So
It's-
next,
So in
March
So in
17th.
March, I'll be elected then?
Correct.
You'll be
Okay,
elected, so-
all right.
yeah.
I didn't figure it that way.
it's all right.
I didn't figure it was,
We're gonna have to get you a
Okay.
bracelet.
Shock collar.
I almost called you, I almost called you. I should have, I'm sorry.
I don't know what I was doing.
Well,
No,
I'm glad to know you're okay, because you never know.
That's true. That's true.
The only one who keeps track of me is the dog, and he can't say anything.
Number one on that one, there were 2 sheets.
Oh, goodness. Dan took off without signing, so.
Call him, he's not really real busy. Don't come outside.
Did he,
No,
why,
but
well, I'll call him. Did he
you're
say he
right,
was gonna go
please.
eat biscuits and gravy?
Probably will.
He didn't say this time.
He didn't say.
Usually he does.
What's that?
Usually he
Says
says
to
he's
have
gonna
time
go
for
eat
biscuits
biscuits
and
and
gravy.
gravy.
I don't know why, well, I know why he does that.
It's a
Then he gets all turned,
It's a
torqued
pancake
up.
now.
Oh, it's pancake?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then you're
And it
number
goes
2 on
both
that one, and
places.
there are 2 sheets.
With the,
Are they open over there yet now?
Yeah,
I saw some
they were
cars.
the other day.
Were they?
you mean,
Main
Because
Street,
his
Main Street,
They-
they
car
closed
was
the lot?
now they changed ownership.
Well, yeah, but
Sort of.
I thought they
Just-
closed for a little while.
Yeah, I think just for a little short week or
Couple days
two.
or something.
week, couple days.
Yeah.
I've been going to the, off the track, or whatever, on the
You are
track.
off the track.
What is it with, I got a target on me or what?
How's your leg?
Not good.
Not good? Did you tear something?
They're not sure yet. They think it may be a nerve that comes down, not the sciatic,
Oh.
it's another nerve. And then they showed me the plaque in my artery.